Hello. Hey. Howdy. Welcome back to the Rush Hour. I don't know what that was. I just did that. So the video didn't do as terribly with the sound quality as I thought it would in the first video 2 days ago. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. It's just kind of a little 3-game talk about that. I'm probably going to post a Flyers video tomorrow because we played last night in Calgary. Have a lot of thoughts and discussion about that. And we played tonight at Edmonton, I believe at 9 o'clock, I think, as well. I don't know. So yeah, just kind of chilling out at home for my break, but I still want to make some videos. MLB, I honestly just haven't watched the postseason. I haven't really had an interest, haven't really had a want to watch it, so I'm going to stay clear of making those videos. Honestly, I just think it's funny that the Nationals are doing better without Bryce Harper. I don't really have anything else to say other than that. I mean, whoever really won between them and the Cardinals was going to lose the Astros anyway. So that's my honest opinions. So yeah, today I'm just going to kind of get an 8-game update so far through the Premier League, because if you haven't really watched much and you want to get into it because you watched the videos, you now have, some teams I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the top 6 as of right now. I'm sorry, the top 4 as of right now. Exactly mid-table in 10th place, and then the relegation zone. So there's the 3 big areas. Top 4 obviously make Champions League. If you don't know that, the Champions League is the biggest domestic tournament in Europe. The best teams in each European league qualify for the Champions League. And then there's a group stage and the knockout stage, yada, yada, yada. Mid-table is just mid-table. It's just, I don't know, just why not? And the relegation zone, the bottom 3 teams at the end of each season get sent down to the 2nd division of English football. So yeah, and I'm also going to talk about a surprise that I had so far this year. So top 4, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, and Leicester City. 2 teams at the top, obviously no surprise, Liverpool and Manchester City. They've been the top 2 teams the last 2 years. Man City have been the best team for the last 2.5 years, I guess you could say. Liverpool are 8-0. And this is just going to be their year. As much as football fans like myself don't want to see them win, they're going to do it. Man City have already lost to Wolves and Norwich City and drew with us. I mean, they've just had a very lackluster starts this season. And Man City are just, they have so many injury problems in defense that you can't fall behind this early. And Liverpool are already 8 points ahead. I mean, yeah, there's 30 games left in the season, but 8 points ahead already, I think it's done. I think it's Liverpool to lose at this rate, but, I mean, they cough up a lead last season, so you never know. Arsenal are in 3rd right now, 15 points. Yeah, I don't know. I think Arsenal's attack is very good. I think they need to just figure out how to incorporate Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe, because I think that's just the best they're going to get from all of them. I don't think any of them are going to survive on the bench, and it's worth it. The defense, Rob Holding, Kieran Tierney have been out continuously, so they haven't really had their full defense. David Luiz has been mediocre, I guess. He's not been the best. He hasn't been terrible. But, yeah, I mean, Arsenal, I think they're bound for top 4. I don't like to say that between the rivalry, but, yeah, Chelsea they're a lot better than we thought they would be, but I don't think they're going to push on all year. United are just awful, and we're in a very bad slump right now. I don't know how to describe how we're going to be, 6 months down the road. Leicester City are in 4th. If you don't know Leicester City, they won the Premier League 3 years ago. They had 5,000 to 1 odds. The season before, they almost got sent down to the 2nd division, and they won the league title. That was the year, the formidable year that it was them versus us in the title race, Tottenham, and we finished 3rd behind Arsenal. That was just kind of how our season ended up going. But Leicester City, 14 points. They have a very good manager in Brendan Rodgers. I really like that. Jamie Vardy is producing well up top. James Maddison in the midfield is incredible. Soyuncu in defense has stepped up really well this year. And Ndidi's been played really well in the defensive midfield role. Schmeichel's been good in net. I really like this Leicester team. I don't know about top 4. I definitely think they're going to get top 6. 5th and 6th automatically get Europa League spots. 7th gets a qualifier spot. So no matter what, I think they're going to hit European football next season. But I don't quite think it's top 4 for them yet. I mean, as bad of a season we're having, we're only a couple points behind them. You know, a win here, a win there, and it's just like, it's completely wide open still. It's only 8 games, but yeah, I just don't think Leicester City are going to be enough to get in the top 4, but I definitely think they're going to get European football next season. The mid-table spot right now belongs to Bournemouth. The Cherries, promoted 3 years ago, have survived every year. They've beaten Southampton, Everton, just decent wins against, teams lesser than them, which is what you need to do in order to survive. I don't think they're going to have a problem with relegation once again this year. I don't think they're going to solidify the mid-table spot again. I think they're going to finish 12 to 15. I mean, they've only lost to Leicester, Arsenal, and Man City. Those are only 3 losses so far this season. And obviously, they're 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So I think the Cherries have had a really good start this season with Callum Wilson and Josh King. Eddie Howe is just one of the most prolific young managers in the world. If Pochettino leaves Spurs, I want Eddie Howe right away. Eddie Howe probably will not be at Bournemouth much longer, just because how well he's really doing there. But again, at the end of the day, maybe it's his dream to take that team to destiny. In 5 or 6 years, Bournemouth might be, competing top 7. So Bournemouth have just been really solid so far this year. Like I said, they've beaten the teams they need. They've lost to the teams that are definitely better than them. So yeah, it's the 10th spot on the dot, and we'll go to the relegation battle. 20th place is Watford. I did not expect them to be there. I'm going to go 2019-18. Watford just look horrendous. They have nothing going for them. They lost 8-0 to City and already fired Javi Gracia. They don't have it. They don't look anything convinced to try to push on and stay out of this. Obviously, they only had 2 games since Gracia left, but it's early, so I'm not going to say they're out of it, but they don't have a win yet. So, yeah, Watford right now are a sure lock to go down, 30 games, 2 or 3 wins in a row, and poof, you're right back in the mix of surviving. 19th is Norwich City. They have 2 wins this season. They beat Newcastle United, which Newcastle are not playing the best this year, and they beat Manchester City. They didn't just beat Manchester City. They put Manchester City, they pulled them around, honestly. I mean, I didn't get to watch all the game, but when you watch the extended highlights and stuff for the parts that you missed, they looked incredible. Timu Pukki is 6 goals already this season. It's just, for a team coming up from the championship like Norwich City did last year, you never have a striker that scores that many goals. And Timu Pukki has been incredible with that. Norwich, they need to start getting those losses, the draws, to start getting those extra points to move on. I don't think they're going to have a problem if Pukki can stay at that level. Cantwell right behind him. I don't see Norwich comfortably surviving, but I don't see them getting relegated as I thought they would at the beginning of the season. 18th is Everton. The Toffees, this was supposed to be a big year for them. I mean, they signed Moise Keane, Iwobi, Walcott, this was going to be a really good Everton team to push on for that top 7 and maybe be into the top 6. And they've been very poor. They've lost 4 straight games. They look to Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Burnley, and Man City. Obviously, Man City's good. Lost to Bournemouth, again, mid-table. Sheffield United's a promoted team. And Burnley have been very poor, in the last year and a half. Ever since 2 seasons ago, they qualified Europa League. Last year, they struggled. They've just been really poor. So that's a really bad loss. They've beat Wolves, okay, good, and they beat Watford. This Toffee team, Marco Silva's running out of time. Honestly, this Everton team should be a lot better than what this team is. Moise Keane needs to get involved. He hasn't really played. Big signing from Juventus, just nothing there. Richarlison's not having as good as a season he did last year. Calvert-Lewin can't really seem to finish the chances he's really been getting. I don't know. I think Marco Silva really has to get something figured out, or else it's probably bye-bye time for him. He wanted a big challenge. He kind of just left Hull 3 years ago or whatever and was like, I need better things than this. Okay. And he's here, and this isn't even that big of a job with Everton, and he is failing miserably right now. 18th place for Everton. And the final thing I will talk about today is my surprise team. And that is Crystal Palace in 6th place. Only losses so far have been to Sheffield United and to Tottenham. We blew them apart. That's kind of what the Crystal Palace team expected. Crystal Palace have 4 wins from 8 already. And it's crazy because a lot of people really expected them to struggle this year. Wilfried Zaha, their top striker, was going to leave in the summer. He couldn't get his move out. They wouldn't let it move. Then the story of his agent not being happy with it, wanting to sue the club. Obviously, Zaha came out and said it wasn't true. So there's a lot of unsettlement there. But Zaha, he hasn't played his best. But the team around him has played really good. IU has been okay, pretty good. It's a very solid team. And I can't believe Crystal Palace are in 6th place right now. Honestly, it's just my surprise. I'm just shocked. So yeah, tomorrow, check back for a Flyers 5-game preview so far this season. Friday, I'm going to have a Match Day 9 prediction video out talking about the games coming up for this weekend. So video tonight, which you're watching, if you made it this far, thank you. Video tomorrow on the Flyers. And Premier League Match Day 9 predictions on Friday. So yeah, until then, subscribe, like, dislike if you don't like, tell me why in the comments. But yeah, until then, I'll see you soon. See ya. Damn, I'm on red alert. Now she went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna